We're here at First United Methodist Church uptown in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we here have started an alternative worship service that we're calling The Hub. It's geared toward young adults and youth and anyone who wants to come out and experience a different kind of worship, something a little bit more emergence, dare I say, something a little more tangible and hands-on.
The Hub is a fresh, unique worship service started by the young adults at First United Methodist Church and Myers Park United Methodist Church to hopefully reach people our age in a way that makes church relative, a way that makes church new, and a way that makes church a part of our everyday lives. I think the most relevant part of the ministry that we're doing is that we are authentic. We are being real. So we're bringing stuff into this service that may or may not have been appropriate in church like we used to think of church as, but it's becoming so important to the way that we do church next, and that is to be our flawed, honest selves. So this started as really a harebrained idea. Aaron Bell at Myers Park was sort of tasked with starting a fresh new service at Myers Park, and then I started thinking over here at First United Methodist Church that we needed something that was new and going to include our young adults, and so we came together, and it really was just putting our thoughts and our dreams. What would we want? What would our friends be interested in? And we came up with doing a service that speaks to us with our music and including something that we would respond. So I think that we've done a good job with it, but it's not that we had a whole bunch of resources. We literally sat down and we decided to team up and do it together. And by doing that, we've come up with something unique, but it's also something that reaches our friends.
I think the reason why it's so important that we reach these people is because they're the next generation of the church, and often they feel lost in the broader church. They feel confused by the liturgy, they feel left out because they've aged out of youth group, and there aren't a lot of college or post-college ministries. And so we wanted to create something that would just be genuinely geared toward them in a way that said, you are welcome here with your tattoos and your lattes and your ripped jeans if that's how you need to come.
This service, in the way it's set up, the way the songs are being played, the song choices, is speaking directly to this generation.
It's accessible. It's people our own age who have taken it on themselves to make this dream of a different type of service into a reality, to try and just keep reinventing Christianity and putting it to use in the world.
My hope for the Hub is that God will move in a really powerful way among the young adults in Charlotte, and that this will grow into a place where people feel that they can authentically see, experience, even touch, know God in new ways.
So oftentimes I think we get used to something, and we get used to the expected. And when we have something unexpected, when we have a different way of looking at things, when we have a different way of presenting the Word, it gets us thinking, and we start thinking about what God is in our life a little bit differently, and maybe it lets something go in us. And I think that's so important to do. And that's the energy I see coming out of this, is that we're looking at things that maybe have been looked at the same way for the past 2,000 years in a completely different way. And it's releasing something, and it can only be good.